Hey guys, it's Ability44 here. I'm going to be telling you about the behind the scenes for June and then getting into the combat of evolution and showing you a few things that I've noticed in the behind the scenes video that is now on the RuneScape channel. First on the behind the scenes list is the Fish Flingers update, which is supposed to be happening June the 6th. Now with this Fish Flingers update, there's going to be more fishermen that you can actually talk to get involved with the Fish Flingers D&D while actually just fishing like you regularly would, as well as the competitions are going to be held every 20 minutes and you're able to gain 2 tickets per day as opposed to 10 tickets per week. They're also adding bigger fish into the Fish Flingers D&D, and you catch these bigger fish with a group of people, so you can actually team up within the Fish Flingers D&D with a group of friends or just a random group that you might find in the distraction and diversion area yourself, and you can catch bigger fish for more experience. Also, they're going to be doing a complete overhaul of the reward system for Fish Flingers, so this is pretty interesting, and once this update actually happens in RuneScape, I will definitely be making a video about that. Last but not least on things that are going to be updated when the Fish Flingers update comes out to RuneScape is the Squeal of Neptune. Now, the Squeal of Neptune is pretty much just going to be like the Squeal of Fortune, obviously, but I believe that when you win your tickets from the Fish Flingers, you will be winning spins as well for the Squeal of Neptune. The Squeal of Neptune could also hold the key to winning your fishing gear with the Fish Flingers update, because at the end of the behind the scenes page it says, giving you a chance to catch some brand new cosmetic fish themed attire. So I will be making an update video on the Fish Flingers update on June the 6th when this update actually happens in RuneScape. Next on the behind the scenes list is something called the Crucible. It's the rework of Bounty Hunter. I know that a lot of y'all have been waiting for the rework of Bounty Hunter, and it's finally here. Or at least it will be here sometime this month. Now the Crucible is just this huge building that you can enter if you're 60 plus combat and fight against whoever your target is. Unless you have the Minute of Fame as Supreme Champion, where you can kill whoever the fuck you want. Now once inside the Crucible, you'll be assigned a target, and if you kill that target, you will get all of their drops. All of their items will drop on the floor and you will be able to pick them up and be like, mine, bitch. Now, I'm not too sure if this means that the money in your money pouch will be dropped as well, but when this update actually happens, I'll be sure to add that into the video. If not, that will be dropped. I don't really see why you would have to go to the Crucible with any money in your money pouch anyways, though, but for those wondering, you know, I'll definitely be here to tell you. Now, also within the Crucible, you're able to gain points for noble action, so this means, you know, not running away or, you know, I guess not tabbing out as well. Probably talking to your target before you actually go at it and start fighting. And these points are actually used for unique death titles or little jingles that play when you actually kill your opponent within the Crucible, or these jingles could also play when you kill your opponent in PKing, when you kill an NPC. You know, I'll find out all that information when the RuneScape update for this actually happens. Also, these points are used to determine the Supreme Champion within the Crucible. Now, with the Supreme Champion status, you're invincible for a whole minute. Now, that might not seem like a lot of time, but seriously, look at a clock for a minute, watch that second hand go around, and you'll be like, holy shit, this is forever. As Supreme Champion, you'll be able to go on a crazy rampage, kill whoever the fuck you want for a whole minute, you'll be invincible. This will also unlock some new weapons for you, too. Now, for Warriors, you'll be unlocking Annihilation, Rangers will be unlocking Decimation, and for Majors, you will be unlocking Obliteration. So these are some pretty crazy weapons, and hopefully I'll get Supreme Champion and be able to show y'all what the hell these weapons are actually capable of. Now, there's only a few more things that they tell us about the Crucible and the behind the scenes for June. One of the things that they're actually going to be implementing into the Crucible for finding targets and whatnot is a completely new reworked targeting system to find you pretty much an equal, like for your stats, you know, you're pretty much going to be completely equals, you know, so skill and knowledge on how to actually PK will rule the land, as they say. Also within the Crucible, you'll be able to loot the bodies of long dead warriors and gain combat gloves from them. Now these combat gloves are very powerful and they'll give you a life points boost. The last thing that they talk about for the Crucible update in the behind the scenes is a new high scores table which will track your kills and really show who the best PKers actually are. The last thing on the behind the scenes for June list is the combat beta. Now this is members only, and I'll actually be using a behind the scenes video from the RuneScape channel to actually tell y'all a little bit more and go into deeper detail for this actual combat evolution update.
Combat is a large part of any MMO, but RuneScape is about to undergo a large combat rework that will change the way the game is played forever.
Okay, so obviously there's going to be a major graphical rework. We can all see that. But what I want to take a closer look at is up by the minimap. Now, if you look at the minimap and see how the Ceridom and Lair is actually laid out and everything, you can see that, it's completely changed and completely been reworked through the map. So this is probably a clue that God Wars and all of God Wars bosses and everything throughout God Wars will be reworked with this Combat Evolution update. Also, if you take a closer look, it's kind of hard to see, but the life points are extremely high. They're in like the 2000s. And as you can see in this picture, they're in the 2000s as well. So this is just another clue to something that might be reworked in the evolution to combat. This next portion of the behind the scenes for Evolution of Combat is from the behind the scenes video for Fish Flingers and combat abilities found on the RuneScape YouTube channel. I have a link in my description as well as annotations at the end of this video if you want to check out those videos for yourself. I also wanted to add that I love how the developers actually commentated throughout the video showing us how the combat abilities actually worked, and that in this video I will only be talking about certain clips that I've picked out from their video rather than talking about their video in entirety. They also discuss a lot of topics that y'all are probably interested about, like bleeding effects, bindings, magic attacks, and lunging towards or away from your opponent. They talk about all of this in the video, so I definitely suggest to watch their video after you're done watching this video.
And you see here we've got like the two-handed abilities. You can see the guy's just holding the weapon differently.
Now you can see in this snippet that he's actually kicking while wielding a weapon, which would not be possible unless you were in like a free-to-play world wielding a member's item. So this raises the question in my mind, what all can you actually do while wielding a weapon now in RuneScape once this combat evolution actually takes place? Also coming up on this clip are some pretty sweet attacks for the two-handed swords. I just wanted to play this through so y'all could actually get to see those.
He's got more of like an aggressive stance over his shoulder. And all of these anims sort of, the graphics seem to have a crazy amount of anims for this. They all marry up pretty well.
Yeah, like some of these that have just played some of the crazy anims that we've got, like this big green wave just coming off of your sword as you slash it, doing huge amounts of damage.
There's another AoE one, that's pretty cool. If there were more enemies around the guy and dragon, obviously, it'd be taking way more damage, so in your castle wars and whatnot you can do a load of damage.
Yeah, especially in some of the test squares that we've used in testing, we've got big blocks of NPCs and we just decimate them all in seconds.
And someone guessed correctly that was some sort.
Now in this clip I've actually just slowed it down a little bit and you can see that the ranger is attacking his feet. So this could possibly mean that the ranger's opponent is restricted from running now, or his run energy might have been lowered slightly.
I love that because like the character crouches down and hits him in the ankles. There you go. Players around, spreads it across like a bigger group. Poor guy's stunned again. This is why melee lose to mage. And now he's on fire again.
So you might have noticed that the fire hit the mage's opponent more than once. So this could possibly be like the poison effect, only for magic.
I think we've got something good coming up. Here we go.
Yeah, the big, just man on fire. You've seen this plenty of in some of the...
Now if you've watched Silencore's video, RuneScape Evolution of Combat Uncovered, that in this man on fire scene there's a little tab that shows up. Now I'm going to zoom into this tab and actually show you all what it says. So as you can see, it's the Entangle spell. So it's just a spell that you could probably also set hotkeys for.
Concept work that we've already shown off, but we'll not tell you what he's actually doing until later videos.
So we've got 3 levels of abilities now, like the basics, which unlocks the threshold, which do like sort of interesting damages and bleeds, don't they? And then ultimates, which I think we're about to see.
Yeah, just going to see one of them, but you won't see any more until some later videos. Which we'll be posting in the coming up weeks.
There it is.
Let's watch that just one more time.
In the coming up weeks.
There it is.
Those are all the clips that I'd like to talk about for the behind the scenes for Combat Evolution. Thank you for watching this video. If y'all enjoyed what I actually did with the green screen and everything in this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up because that is the first time that I've actually legitimately used my wall to actually green screen in one of my videos. I did have to switch up the lighting and everything just a bit, but it worked out pretty well, so I might be doing that again, but I need to see that y'all actually like that kind of, you know, effect in my videos, or if it got annoying or something. Also, make sure to leave your comments in the comment area for this video to tell me what you think about any of my ideas that I actually pointed out in this video, or any ideas that you have that might actually be happening with the evolution of combat. Also, I'm going to have some annotations at the end of this video. If you saw any videos from the RuneScape channel that you actually want to check out yourself, make sure to click on the correct annotation. It'll take you straight to that video. Once again, thanks for watching this, and I'll catch you all next video. Peace.